Namaste. Welcome to another edition of Navima's podcast. So, as we had declared earlier, today we have a special broadcast with us on the occasion of the 1 year anniversary of Ram Mandir just built in Ayodhya. So, we have a special broadcast with Mrs. Anita Bose. She is a researcher, an artist. Okay. She does painting, she writes books, she lives in Thailand, Bangkok, and she is pursuing her PhD. So she wrote this specific book, Ramayana, Footprints in the Southeast Asia, Culture and Heritage. So she wrote this book. This book is available in Bengali, on her native language, and also in English. So we requested her to give a presentation and give insights into how she wrote the book, why she wrote the book, and how the journey was writing the book on Ramayana. So Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Vande Mataram.
Namaste,
Uh,
Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. My sincere gratitude to you and your all the audience for giving me this opportunity to say something about Ramayana in Southeast Asia. Thank you very much.
yes, so we will talk about the book little bit to start off it, your motivation, your passion, and a little bit about yourself. I think you are from Bengal, so give a little bit
Yes.
of info about yourself and how you landed up in Bangkok, in Thailand.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's a very interesting journey. You can say that I am belong from Bengal. I am a very pure Bengali girl, and but for my husband's job, we travel a lot, and we transfer a lot also. So this is the in 2014 I went with him to the as he was joining as the Asia Pacific. So I went in Thailand, and Thailand was our headquarters, but you can say I am a lifelong learner. So whenever and whatever I try to find out Bharat. Basically Swamiji is my hero, and the teaching of Swamiji also. So from his from his aura, from his philosophy, from his teaching, I try to find out my country inside and outside, and that was my journey, my artistic journey also. That because I never been a art college, but I know maybe 25 to 30 different art form of Indian traditional art. So that was that was also finding that how Bharat was once upon a time, and how Bharat is now, and how it will be. And that is the thing that I always try to find out, that our culture and our heritage, how it is spread in outside India, inside and outside. So when we came here in 2014, and now it is already almost 2025, so maybe 10 years he has gone away here in these countries. And the first thing what I experience here, that maybe we don't know when we are living our country, that how much respect, how much love, and how much curiosity they have about our culture and heritage. So, and basically, I am a person who like to know more and love to know more. So, I joined National Museum Bangkok. So, I am the first Indian guide of National Museum Bangkok, and I did my guiding almost 8 years. It's a voluntary service to National Museum Bangkok. And the first day when I entered National Museum Bangkok, I saw a 5.5 or 6 feet Rama Murti in front of the National Museum Bangkok. And that was a very turning point of my life. That, oh, they can put a Rama image, Rama idol inside their museum. So that, and then I am a member of the biggest library here and very authentic library, Siam Society. And I saw they have a separate rack and separate book space only for Ramayana. And that's the Ramayana from different Southeast Asian country. And so as I am also the student of studied Indology and culture and heritage of India and appreciation of Indian art. So from Golpark Ramakrishna Mission. So I was so curious that how was the journey of Rama here? And then I came to know that the Thai kings till now, they are taking oath as the king name of Rama. So those all the things are very important to do my research, and I did almost 6 years research on 8 Southeast Asian countries. I travel a lot. I I, I see the thing I as per archaeological sites, as per literature site, as per various different form of art and architecture, that how our epic is influenced many countries. So this is the my journey, and that's why I write that book. And it was published in 2019.
Yeah, thank you. So it's a very interesting journey that you have gone through, and as you mentioned, you are the first Indian guide on the Thailand museum. So
Yes.
just a curiosity, do you speak Thai to the guide, or like you speak English? Like,
No, no. We had a organization that is known as the National Museum Volunteer,
mm,
NMV, and
mm,
NMV have a four-language guiding, and English, Japanese, Germanese, and French. So I belong to the English guide course, and because Thai they have the Thai guide from the museum site, but museum don't have the foreign guides, because there are a lot of foreigners come into the museum and they
mhm.
cannot understand. So I think NMB started 50 years back, and we have 35 different countries member, and we are volunteering these things. So that's a very, very important point of my life, that I learn a lot. I learn a lot about Southeast Asia from there.
Yeah, curiously, like I remember the watching a movie long time ago, a night in the museum.
Yes, that is always a famous movie and very favorite movie for mine also. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now let's get back to our discussion. Tell me more about the journey of writing this book. When did you thought, okay, I'll write a book on Ramayana? When the thought came into your mind, and how it came about?
As I told earlier also, na, that the moment when I saw that Rama is outside the National Museum Bangkok, I sorry, inside the National Museum Bangkok, and in Bangkok Museum we have a Ramayana room. If you go, I will tell after my presentation, I will request to all of you, the listeners, that whenever we go Thailand, we never been in even we don't give the time to Bangkok. We just change our flight to go to Pattaya or Phuket. But I will request to all of you, please give at least 2 days time to Bangkok and just see and feel the vibration of how they followed us. It's not only about the Ramayana, but it is all about the Indian culture and heritage. So that's the point when I saw the Rama Murti, and then I discovered so many different Ramayana books from Siam Society Library. That's time I it came to my mind. Before that, I did a research on Patachitra, Odisha, and Jagannath culture, and I write that book. That was my first book. In 2018, it was published, and then I came here, and then I thought that why not someone write about that? Because we when we read it, we study in our school or college, we read a lot about our European history, American history, or the other countries' history, but we don't know our neighboring country. I mean, we never learn or never taught about those things. So that's the point. I thought, okay, can I write something? Because it's not like that. Maybe someone can say that there are so many conference had about Ramayana in Southeast Asia, but that all are surrounded inside the university. Maybe the scholars know about that, you know maybe the masters, the scholars, the particular archaeologists, particular linguistic, they knew about that, but not the mass people. So I thought that if I can write a book, I am not explaining that what is the Ramayana story here, because that can be available in that internet. Anyone can type the story can be available. But what I thought, and what is give me very insightful experience, that we don't know about that how these countries people love Ramayana and how it was influenced in their life. How Cambodia have different type of Ramayana. Philippines have different type of Ramayana. I never experienced that thing. And my family, especially my husband, are very encouraging and very helpful to success this dream, because the book is totally by us. So it's my passion. It's my passion, and my, what can I say, that is a that's a one kind of respect to my mother India. That's a one kind of puja to my Bharat, that whatever I find out, I try to write. And I am not sitting in front of the computer, or I don't take that. I travel. I mean, you can say I travel a lot to those Southeast Asian countries, take a lot of interview, went many museum, and most of the pictures, if you read my book, you can see there are almost 90 color plate. And so they are most of them are taken by me. Few are collected from the internet, but most of them belong to me. So this is a passion. This is the passion, that how Rama is so influential in this country. And especially, I belong from a country which has so much politicalized this thing, because Ramayana born, that time no political party was there. So that Ramayana is actually the heritage of India. We never forget about that thing. So this is the thing I write that book.
Yes, so I think it's really important. Like I have been to Bangkok twice. I actually we did stay there, and we visited a lot of monasteries. But it never came across our minds to actually visit the other attractions like museums. So next time when I'm going there, I'll certainly be visiting the museum in Bangkok.
Definitely visit, because I can tell you not only about the Thailand National Museum, I can tell you about the Phnom Penh in Cambodia, Siem Reap. The Siem Reap Museum, National Museum of Cambodia. I can tell about you that the Vietnam, the Da Nang Museum, and I can give you assurance that you all feel very proud when you see that almost 60% thing is related to India in those museums. Maybe you don't find it in our museum, but you can find Augusta idol, Augusta Murti in those museums. So it's very fascinating journey. So I think it's better to tell anything more with my presentation, and that will be more
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
helpful.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So now we will. So now Anita Bose will actually sharing a presentation. So she will be actually sharing. The book has a lot of content, but a snippet of the contents is condensed in a presentation. So now she will give a presentation, also explain what exactly it means into the presentation. I'll put the presentation right now.
Yeah.
So
I think I will give a full screen.
yeah,
Yeah. Is it okay now?
uh,
I did
exact.
already did the full screen,
It is not showing us full screen here. Mm,
but I did.
okay, you can go ahead with the presentation and then we will see. Not a problem.
Okay. So for all the viewers and for the audience and for the Vimarsh also. So this is the Ramayana. What I can say, that this is the beyond the border. It's a shared culture. It's a heritage of all of us. So here you can see a map, and I am very proud whenever I stand before this map in our
I
national.
think you have not. It is stuck. I think you're not clicked on it. It is maybe you can just reshare it. I think it is stuck
I think
somewhere.
I stopped sharing.
You go ahead. Go
And
ahead again. You
then,
can do the
okay,
screen share itself. So
okay, wait a minute, just a minute. It's a big one because 8 countries are there.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
Mm. Because it's so fascinating that if you see the picture and if you go through, though it is a snippet, it's not like a whole book, but at least you can get an idea that what is the, it's like a tips of the iceberg, that how those countries are valuable for this research, and how it is. Just a second, I am going back, and now I again present. Okay,
Yes, please.
share screen. Okay,
Yeah,
now see.
it is coming. Hold on. Now I will put it on. Yeah, it is on stage now. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. So this I was here. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
So this is the map which can tell you that how Indian influence came to Southeast Asia. Here, one point is India or Ongo Kolingo. So that the port of Tamrolipti was very famous to spread Indian culture and heritage, not only in the Southeast Asian countries, but up to China. And then the another part is the Amaravati. The Amaravati was famous for the sculpture, the technique, the design, and they followed in Southeast Asia. That is from the Amaravati. And then the third part is the southern part of India, and you know all that the Cholas, the Rajendra, Srivijaya, and the Chola kings, they have a very deep impact on whole Southeast Asia. But that was maybe that the trading, maritime trade route, and this many things are actually connected with this. But the one epic I was surprised to see, that one epic which crossed all the borders, bind us by its own essence, you know. So Ramayana is like an intangible heritage which is spread in various form of artistic expression, from music to dance, from painting to sculpture, rituals, festival, craftsmanship, and the philosophy. I was really surprised to see that spreadness, the vast spreadness of Ramayana. So, in a one word, we can say that Ramayana an intangible heritage of Southeast Asia. So I just give all of you, you can say, a tips of the iceberg, a very quick presentation on the 8 different countries. So I did this research on almost 6 years, and I covered Thailand, Indonesia, Cambodia, Burma, Laos, Philippines, and those countries are Malaysia also. So these countries are followed. So here, yeah, whatever you see, it is from the Thailand. So why? First of all, this question is coming to your mind, that why people are worshipping Rama, or why then how do they know about Ramayana? And it is not like a new thing for them. Most probably around 1200 centuries from that time they know about this. How? Because if you go visit Indonesia, if you visit any country of Southeast Asia, you can see Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, Parvati, they knew everything about those things. So whenever you knew Vishnu, then you know about the different avatar. And very surprisingly, the Southeast Asia followed the Rama avatar. And here in the second picture, this is the first picture of National Museum, Bangkok. Is a beautiful, very nice idol of the Vishnu. And then this is the Rama. This Rama changed my life. So this is the Rama in front of National Museum, Bangkok. And then I came to know that Thailand have 5 type of Ramayana category. One is the Ramakien, that is the literature form. One is the Khon. Khon is like our Ramlila, the dance form. The Nangiai and Nang Tulung is the shadow puppet show. And Hun is like a doll, puppet doll. So this 5 way, they reciprocate the Ramayana in their culture, in their heritage, in their life. So this is the Khon. Khon is not a new thing like our Ramlila. Khon is very ancient form of the Ramlila in Southeast Asia. Especially they used mask. It's a very well-known influence of South India, and maybe sometime I also think about our Purulia, because they also use the mask for chow dance. So this is a very old picture of the Ramayana dance from Khon, And now we went the where they make the mask, how do they make the mask. So inside the Grand Palace, there is a Royal Academy of Art and Culture of Thailand. So I got a privilege to went there as the National Museum volunteer member, and I saw the respect, you know, I saw the passion and dedication for an ancient living tradition to from whom? From the person who never been in India. So those Thai young gentlemen or the this white shirt gentleman is the Ted Banjin Tedrip. He was basically from Canada, but he loves Thailand. He loves Indian culture and heritage, and he was the highest paid Hanuman character of Thailand once upon a time. So this is Thailand. So Thailand is not only the Pattaya or Phuket. Thailand have a very, very rich cultural heritage, and especially, and very especially, as I live here 10 years, I can say you that they actually protect our culture. So this is the corn musk. This is musk from the Ravana, and this is the most important part of the Thai Ramakien performing art. And this is our Ramayana room in National Museum, Bangkok, where you can see the series of Ramayana masks. One part for the demons, for the Asura, for the Ravanas, and another part for the god and goddess and the Hanuman troop. And very interestingly, you can see one red mask just to the middle of the all mask, that is the Ganesha. They start anything, before they start, they pray to Ganesha and then they will start. So this is another form of the puppet show Hun Luang. So it's like a lost art of Hun Luang revived by the fine arts department. And those puppets are looks like a wooden doll. Nowadays they change it. They now make by the, just like we said in Bengali, shola. So that is the performance. They made that doll by the sola. And King Rama 9 and his wife, our respected queen, actually revived this culture. And then it is the Rama story in painting, you know. Oh, maybe few people visit Bangkok and they went also the Grand Palace, but how many we know about that in the inside the Grand Palace they have 178 mural painting. And that's about the Thai Ramayana. And here I choose two very known stories about Ramayana. One is the abduction of Sita, and another one is the Rama and Lakshmana meet Jatayu. So this is the painting. Now, this is the Prasad Phimai. Phimai is came the city name from Bhimayapura, Bhimer Shahor. So that from Bhimayapura it came Phimai. And this Phonamrung, they have their palace. And I was literally, when I saw first, I was literally mad that, oh my God, those palaces are made by our Ramayana story. And we don't know about that. Nobody tell us about that. So this is the Ramayana story also in their lacquer gold cabinet, you know. They had the just beside our National Museum, Bangkok, they have the National Library of Thailand. And they have almost 348 lacquer cabinet. And most of them cabinets are either they define the life of Buddha, otherwise they define the Ramayana. So there is lacquer art, there is Garuda, because Vishnu's Vahan is Garuda, so they made many Garuda for their king. And this is the different leather puppet of the Ramayana. This is the different form of expression in Ramayana in Thailand. So, in a nutshell, I can say that please come visit, and you can see that the whole year they have a special Ramayana program, and in the month of October, especially, they have Royal Con. So it's an unforgettable, don't missable program. So whenever you come Thailand, just planned in that way, so you can feel that thing. So now I am quickly shifting in Indonesia. So when someone say about the Indonesia, the Ramayana or Mahabharata or Hinduism, so people is stuck that that is maybe Bali, but it's not only Bali. Bali is a very small part of Indonesia. It's a divine place. But the rest of the Indonesia, Java, Surabaya, Yogyakarta, Jakarta, they know about Ramayana. This is the Ramayana stamp made by the Indonesian government, and this is So it's incredible. You can say it's incredible. So here is a map. Indonesia is almost 17,000 small island is there, and I am surprised to see that how our culture went the small island. So in the Indonesian Ramayana is known mostly Kakawin Ramayana, and sometimes the Ramayana, and that is the bridge between different generation. It's not like that is only that only are going on through the aged person or the old generation. No, not like that. So here you can see that the Ramayana ballet in a Pura Visata. So Mr. Dahanan and Dr. Nuchavarti and Mrs. Megawati, they all are belong from Indonesia, and they all are Islamic people. But they dedicated their life 43 years continuing. Before the COVID, they never stopped to play Ramayana every night. So from 5 years to 70 years old, they all have the passion to making Ramayana every night. And here everyday Ramayana performance, also the another performance happened in Prambanan temple. We know about the Angkor Wat, but the second largest Hindu temple was Prambanan. And that Prambanan temple, the Ramayana is either one day, four day in a week they perform Ramayana, and that is by the order of Indonesian government. So that is I can say that that's a magnificent Ramayana show in the huge balcony of Prambanan temple and the Black Knight, and you can see that Hanuman Lanka Dahan. So it's amazing. It cannot be explained in word. And that's the white monkey of the Kechak dance. Kechak is a new form of Ramayana in Bali. It's starting from the 1930. And Kechak is like a chuck, 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 chuck. It's all the monkey troupe. They don't use any music, any song. They perform like a monkey troupe, help to help Sita from as a rescued. So that is the very famous white monkey in Southeast Asia. And here I went from Jakarta to the Jogjakarta, and then we went to the Majapahit. Very few of us known that there is a very big Hindu dynasty in Indonesia, and that is known as the Majapahit dynasty. And I was surprised to see this temple. Whoever went to Purulia or Bakura, they know the Sunathpal temple or the Sun temple. The same architecture, same design. And here I got a huge Hanumanji. And this is the Talapatra of the Ramayana written from 14th century. And you will be happy to know that Majapahit dynasty have the symbol of the Navagraha, and in between there is Sun and Navagraha. And more happy to know that the present mayor of that Majapahit area, she make a rule that why not we feel very proud about our ancient culture. So the government gave them money to make the building and give a surrounding wall and make the emblem of Majapahit dynasty. So this is Indonesia, and this is the beautiful Prambanan temple. 5 tower is there, and this is the Jalatanda of Java. You can see people are taking the water from there. They are just like we, whenever we went any sacred place, we take that and we do the meditation. And I was surprised to see that Jalatondo was once upon a time in the 9th century. It was a Banaprastha temple area of the king. And now people believe that this water is so holy, it's like a Ganges water. So people come here, take the water, they believe it's a magical water, and those people are all Muslims. There is no Hindu people there in that area. Okay. So the Ramayana, when I asked the manager of the theater that why you people are perform Ramayana every night, and they said that Ramayana is our identity. I cannot say that thing. But they can say that's Ramayana. They ask me, what is your thought, Anita? What is the why Ramayana is famous? So I asked them, oh, tell me why, and they said for their philosophy, Rama is a good son. Rama is a good husband, Rama is a good brother. I was totally surprised to know that. And that's why, if you go to Surabaya, the second largest city of Indonesia, you can see that there is the souvenir which are based on Ramayana and Mahabharata. You can see the roadside. There is a Ghatatkacha, there is Rama, there is Lakshmana. It's very, very unique too in Indonesia. And this is the Indonesian Ramayana volume, Serat Ramakien, a modern Japanese Ramayana. And there is a palm leaf manuscript, and you can see that the famous story of the Ravana came as a bhikshu, begging the bhiksha, and then Sita is going to give them that bhiksha. And then this is the Jakarta. This is the Jakarta Museum, and the museum name is Purna Bhakti Prithvi. It is the name of the Museum of Jakarta, and inside there is a beautiful Rama idol. So when Rabindranath Tagore went in 1927 with Acharya Sriniti Kumar Chattopadhyay and many other person, I think he almost spent 3 months to the different kind, I think from Singapore to until the Burma and Samdesh or Thailand, he wrote about Ramayana. So next I am going to the Malaysia. So Malaysia, once upon a time, they have their own Ramayana. It's known as the Hikayat Seri Rama. And we got found from the archaeological excavation. There's the Hindu deities from the Batu cave and in the Komben cave from the 12th centuries. And this is the Hikayat Sari Rama book. And this is a poster from 2011 when people are trying to at least do something, that puppet show or dance on the Ramayana. And this is the Balaputra Deva Museum. So now, who is Balaputra Deva? Balaputra Deva was was a king who helped a lot, who gave a lot of money to make Nalanda University. And we don't know his name. But they know the border of the Indonesia and Sumatra. They know about the Balaputra Deva. They make the museum of Balaputra Deva until Shastriji is find out inscription from Nalanda that Balaputra Deva from that area gives so much money. We even don't know his name. So this is called the preservance. This is called the protection. So now I am going very fast to the another country is known as the Laos. Laos. Laos is a very small but very beautiful country. And it's a combination of tribals and the different faith of people. Once upon a time, it was under the French. And, just like Indonesia was under the Dutch. So Laos, something people said that Laos is outpost of Indian culture. It was really, really very interesting. And many of you know maybe that the Mekong River have a very important role to the fertility of the Southeast Asia. And actually, what you know that the Mekong, when I ask them what is the meaning of that, so the local people pronunciation like this way, Mekong Ka. Mekong Ka. Mekong is they worshipped Mekong because Mekong is Mekong Ka like Magonga for them. So this country is flourished, surrounded by the Mekong River, and Lao have their Ramayana. This is known as the Fralak Fralam. And here you can see that this is the beautiful Shiva temple, Watfu complex in Pakshi, and in that temple, Ramayana performances happened. And this temple is situated on the Mahendra Parvat or Linga Parvata. They believe there was a Swambhu Shivalinga. So that is the behind this Linga Parvata, and this is the Mahendra Parvat. And I saw in that museum there are a lot of Vishnu image, lot of Vishnu idol, Shivalingos scattered many places. So from postal stamp to young Laotian smile, Rama story have a pivotal role. So now we stayed at Pakshi and Champasak actually. And the Royal Palace of Champasak is now, they turn it at a hotel. So we went for the dinner. And as I like to wear the Indian attire, so the manager asked me from which country you came. So I said I came from India. So he said, you may be happy to see something. So go to upstairs, go to the top room, and you can see. And I saw that the whole top floor is decorated with the Ramayana story. So you can understand that it's such a far away country and very less known country, and they have different type of Ramayana. They painted Ramayana in their palace. They have Ramayana book like a Govardharavi and the Fralak Pralam. They perform Ramayana also. They are very fascinating and they are very popular for the wood carving. And they made the Ramayana story in their famous temple as a Buddhist temple. The outside of the temple is wood carving made by Ramayana. The Wat Thong. So this is the Laos. And that's the Cambodia. We forgot about the name. Sham, Cambodge. That was the name of the Cambodia. Sham was the Siam, Thailand. So Cambodia have a strong Indian culture. The Khmer people, who knows as the Khmer people, actually somehow they are connected the eastern part of India. And you know that there is a Valmiki temple in Cambodia, and that is known as the Bantay Chamor from 12th century. And here is the Riemkar of Cambodia. You can see the Rama Lakshman Rama and Ravana is fighting, the monkeys are fighting. Here is the Rama story at Bantay temple is the Shugriva and the Bali is fighting. This all are beautiful sculpture, beautiful architecture. And here the the Apsara, just like I forgot to tell you that the national emblem of Thailand is Garuda. So the Apsara is the national symbol of the Cambodia. And see the dress of that lady and the headgears. And see, this is from the Rama Lakshmana Sita from Angkor Wat sculpture. See the dress, see the headgear, everything is same. So here, the new generation continuing that inner spirit through Riemkar performance. And now I am taking you to the Burma. So Burma, especially for Bengalis, Burma is very close to Bengalis. I believe that many of you saw the old picture of Bengali picture, and you can see that there are lot of cinema made with Burma. And then there are a lot of Bengali people, especially the freedom fighter. They have a connection with Burma, you know. So that Burma is so close to us, maybe 1 hour from our Bengal to, if you go by flight, and they have different 13 type of Ramayana. And some part of that area is known as the Ramanna Desha or Brahma Desha, and they have a city known as the Piu city. This Piu ancient city actually known as the Sri Khetra, Vishnu city. And they have Jatwa or Jatpo, which is known as the Jatra in Bengali. So many years back, there is 788 AD, a new dynasty came. It's known as the Chandra's dynasty, founded the Sri Khetra Vaishali, and the city became noted as a trade port, of which many of us, 1,000 ships came annually. And the Chandra kings, they are the upholders of the Buddhism, but at the same time, they have a very strong connection with Bengal, and they have the Ramayana, which is very much Thiri Rama, which is very much followed by the Kritivashi Ramayana. It's so interesting. And this is the Nath Luang temple and Avedana temple. And these temples are very ancient from 10th to 11th century. And inside that, there is a beautiful Vishnu idol and few paintings of the Ramayana is there. And this is the Rama story in Burmese manuscript painting. I think I saw a beautiful manuscript painting in Asiatic Society from Burma. So this is known as the Parabaik. And Parabaik have almost 47 different painting about the Rama, the Golden Deer story, the men story, but unfortunately it is in the British Museum. And the Ramayana, Burmese Ramayana, this is the silver repose bowl with these saints of the Ramayana story of the 19th century. And here the masters taught the young generation the puppet show for the Ramayana. So from Yangon to the Sun State, from Bagan to Mandalay, and the outside Burma to journey that gradually reveal the aesthetic heritage and extreme love for the Ramayana. So this is the young guy of Kenneth Ong and his puppet show held in San Francisco, because he born and brought up in Burma, but he had a dream, and he had a mind that how he came to know about the Ramayana. So what he did, he make very lightweight puppet, and then he performed as the Ramayana in San Francisco. But this country, Philippines, have Ramayana. It's so amazing, because in 2016 I saw the Ramayana conference, international conference in Thailand, and I was spellbound to see that Philippines have Ramayana, and they did a magnificent acting. So Ramayana revisited, it was changed my thought, my the perception about Philippines. Because see one thing, Thailand is a Buddhist country, Indonesia is the Muslim country, now Philippines is a Christian country. So they all following our epic. So this is the essence of the Ramayana. So IPAC is a performed the except from the Sita, the Ramayana revisited. There is a place known as the Maranao, and they have their own Ramayana. Is the Marayana interpretation of the ancient Ramayana. It is known as the Sinkil. Sinkil is the bamboo dance. So they believe this is Sita, and Sita is obstacle. She just overcome all the obstacle, whatever it's come to his way. And Sinkil also feel very Putri. Sita is known as the Putri Gandingan. Putri is a Sanskrit word. So in Filipino language, there are almost 400 Sanskrit words. And so this is the rice terrace of the Ifugao, Philippines. And you will be surprised that when they harvesting, they cutting the paddy, they chant something. So there is a Indologist and a linguistic, a very famous person. Just a moment, I forgot the name. So he was there. He listened that song, and then he stayed there 1 year, and he translated in English, and then he came to know, oh my God, this is the mix of 72,000 lines, which is the Marano Ramayana mixed with few lines from the Ramayana and a few lines also from Mahabharata. So this is the Ramayana of Philippines. So Daranjan, also the people from the lakeside, they perform this Ramayana. The ladies perform the Ramayana. And we forgot one place. We forgot about the Champa. We forgot about the Champa civilization. And that Champa is belong from Vietnam. So we, especially for me also, I can say that we born and brought up to listen those slogans that that the Vietnam, Amar Nam Tomar Nam, like something like that. But we never knew that Vietnam have one greatest civilization of Southeast Asia and India, you can say. That is the Champa civilization from 400th century to 1600th century, a long stretch of the Cham civilization, Nagara Champa. And that Champa have their own Ramayana, Pramdit Pramlak. So who is Pramdit Pram Pra? This is the title for the higher position. So this Pramdit actually Aditya from the sun god, because Rama is belong from Shurya Vamsa, Raghuvangsha's clan. So that's why he is Pramdit Pramlak. And Champa culture is like that. Whenever you go to their home, they will invite you with the pan and shupari. So that was a very, very ancient culture of Bengal, I think, Orissa and many places. And the excavation, actually, even till now, we don't know if the France, if EO organization don't excavate. And I got this picture from Professor Tran. And this is the Ravana and Sita from Pauranik Bharat. And this is the Ramayana depicted on the base of Kongmai temple group from 10th to 11th century. And this is the biggest Shivalinga, which is in the Danangcham Museum. And the Shivalinga, the altar of the Shivalinga is made by the wedding of Sita and Rama, Apsaras dancing and singing. And there is another temple which is dedicated to Valmiki, that is King Prakasha Dharma, during his time of 657 to 687 AD. And there is another temple which is known as the Tiandan. Maybe that is Chandan or whatever I know. So they have the Ramayana fighting, the sculpture, the story of Ramayana is there. And there are a lot of Hindu deities in Champa. Hindu Shiva, Parvati, Saraswati, Durga. And this is the Balamon charm. So what is the Balamon? Balamon is the pronunciation of Brahman. And this is the beautiful Hindu temples you can see. And this is the Ramayana painting in the modern day. And this is the procession with Hanuman in Cham. It's a very present day. It's last year or maybe before the last year. And this is the beautiful Champa art and architecture. It's mind blowing. I think we can get many similarities with the Orissa Gharana of the temple. So this is the Champa culture, and this is the now it's that nowadays it's got threatened because our modern culture is like they're pushing that thing. But okay, IS our Indian Cultural Heritage Society, and they also trying to save it. So this is the beautiful Cham architecture. And now I will end my journey here. So I write two books. One is the Ramayana Footprint in Southeast Asian Culture and Heritage, and the Bengali version is the Ramayana Padochinno. So I will be very happy that someone get interested to know about our country's pride. This is our pride. We should be proud. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you a lot for this wonderful presentation. I think I learned few things about the Ramayana story, and also how it is depicted in very Asian countries in Southeast Asia. So actually, we had read, I think, Cambodia, and we have read Philippines, the chapters. So in our upcoming sessions, we will also be reading a bit more of the other in Thailand, and also in Vietnam. We will be reading. So,
Yeah.
like, as in our streams, we read these books as well. So I have put the book link in the description for people, also in the chat itself, so people can buy the book. And just one more thing I should be sharing, so that if people are interested, the work that Anita Bose is doing. So this is her website. I have put it there as well in the chat. So this is anitabose.in. So if somebody wants to know, or maybe get in contact with her, contact her for on her book or on her work. So you can visit this website, and you can see the kind of work she has done. So she's an author, artist, and independent researcher. Okay. And the books that she has written, she's also she has her Twitter handle as well, is there. YouTube is there, and you can see the articles she has published. So I think if people are curious about what she does, how is her journey, how is her artwork, and other things, you can visit this website, and you'll be able to know what she has done. And she also won a few awards. I think talent she will be getting it. So that's it from my end. It was a very interesting. I think people are not put a lot of on chat, because actually people are so engrossed in your presentation that they forgot to say something on the chat.
I don't know that, but thank you so much for giving me this opportunity that share something about our shared culture. People should know about that. Because
Yes. So I just wanted to know last two questions. We have 8 minutes left. So first question is, uh, how much is I think you worked with the Ayodhya organization with the Yogi Adityanath, CM of
yes,
UP.
yeah.
Could you give us a little bit more in like what work you did with
Yeah,
Ayodhya
that
organization?
is that is a very good question. Uh, I did with Yogi Adityanath's Ministry of Culture of Uttar Pradesh, and actually it is the Ministry of Culture of India. In 2020, I got a proposal from them, from Ajodhya Research Institute, and Dr. YP Singh sir was giving me a call that Anita, we want to do the encyclopedia on Ramayana, and I he met me in here in Silpakorn University. He listened my presentation on Ramayana, so I never knew anyone, and they called me and they said that we want to do an encyclopedia, and we thought that you should be convener. So that was the journey started, and but that was the period of COVID. So I was amazed to that, sir, how can it possible? Because it's a period of very, that uncertainty and those things. And sir told me, no, if someone can do, you can do. So okay, I will try, because it's for Bharat, it's for Rama, and it's for that. So I tried a lot, and then actually you can say that in a year, in 1 year, in between 1 year, I connected 24 countries globally, and we did international webinar in, I think twice in a month, and worldwide webinar. And then we got so much information about that. Is not only Southeast Asia, but it is also in Argentina, it is also in the America, it is also in the Europe. And I got almost many scholars, many. It's not only the scholars, there are very different type of people, passionate people, who are finding out something like that. So then, as per my promise, and as we try to do, so we make our first volume, the Global Encyclopedia. The first volume was made, and it was based on the all the abstract from the national level and from the international level. And we had a committee of the national member also, and they we tried to, many state are joined there. And I remember that 6th March, it was published by Yogi Adityanath in Lucknow, and it was a really gathered of the many authentic people in there. And but I went with my team from the Bengal also, and from the the Northeast India, the Assam and the Manipur and those things. But unfortunately, April 30, YP Singh sir died for the by the COVID. And after that, I tried to continue it until October, but then that was not so much successful. But one thing I can say, that what we started, that was a unique thing. And yes, this is the Global Encyclopedia of the Ramayana. And we named it as a curtain raiser volume. It was like that. It was just a curtain raiser volume. But I hope in future someone can do this work. So then it is not only for the Southeast Asia, but it is for the all world. This is the journey.
Yes. So actually, while doing the research on the book and this podcast, actually, I learned a lot about Ramayana and its influence, and also activities done by the Ayodhya Institute. So there I found out a lot of things. So last question to you, and if the audience has any question, they can ask. I'll put it them, or else I'll ask my question. So the last question to you is, what because you have worked with the government, you have worked with the organizations, NGOs, non-government. How when you started working with the government, so how do you think governments or NGOs or even common people like us, okay, how we can help in preserving this heritage in India and also outside India? Something that you notice, something needs to be done.
See, if you ask me, I have 2 3 points. So first of all, no biasness. First of all, no biasness. about anything which is related with India. As a Bharatiya, this is must be our concern, that if I see, why I am telling this, when I visit Southeast Asia, so that time I think, okay, this Prambanan temple is not a new thing. It's 1,000 years back. So before me, there are so many scholars, so many people, so many government officers visit those temple. Am I right? So they all saw that. So there are Grand Palace. Grand Palace is not a made by when I came. Grand Palace of Thailand is made by many years back, 300 years back. So there is the museum. So they are packed up with our culture and heritage. So what we need a very open mind and very passionate for the country. Then you can see. Otherwise, you can walk by there, you cannot see. You know. So the observation should be very good, and then you feel proud about your country, that oh, they are, maybe this is a part of this much, but oh, they have this, so this is related with us, this is related with our ancient culture, so we have to focus it. So I am not telling that you must be a writer or you must be a singer or like that, but as a, because nowadays it's a very easy to reciprocate your thought in a social media, social, the forum. So or someone who who can help you, so they can also reciprocate that. And if you say about the government is trying a lot. I cannot say that they don't do, they do a lot, but it's not only the responsibility of government. The government is a, what can I say, government is a like an organization. They give responsibility to each department, like our family. You have some responsibility, your wife have some, your mother have some responsibility, so we have to complete our responsibility, then people can get something very valuable. So it's maybe our organization, and it's maybe, so I remember Swamiji's word, Swamiji told that if our whole Vedas will destroy, if the Sanskrit language also forget, but if there is a non-educated 5 Indians are living, the Sita was there. Sita will be there. So this is the strength of our epic. But for us, we have to observe, we have to be reciprocate, we have to be, you have to be agree that, oh, this is my thing, and they are also, maybe they changed. I cannot say that they will follow the same thing, because in our country we have variation. But at least we have to give the respect that, oh, this is the thing, they take it in a this way and they continue it in that way.
Thank you. So that was a very good. I think that whenever we are traveling, whether just be observant of what's going around.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. And even those people who have a they have an inner strength, or to learn language very fast. So I cannot. I am not that person. I cannot learn the language very fast. But if you listen in language, you can get some similarities here. Like my new book is coming. I mean, most probably it will become in the book fair. I'm not sure, but that is coming on the festivals and ceremonies of Southeast Asia. So I work on 6 countries, and it is almost 50, more than 50 celebration, more than 50 ceremonies, which are deeply connected with Indian culture and heritage. But na hum log jante hain, na ye log jante hain. So that's the thing. So the observation and the similarities you can get. It's not a big matter. Just document it. Documentation is very important.
Yes. So documentation is very important. So I think people who visit Southeast Asia, so we will request just go around bit here and there off the track. Like you can go wherever you want, but just to get a feel of the culture itself. Like I'll take 5 minutes. Like when I went to Bangkok, so we went to sea beach town called Petburi. I think you know
Hmm.
Petburi. Petburi.
Pejpuri.
So yeah, Petburi is 180 kilometers from Bangkok. Okay. So Petbury is only traveled by local Thai people or foreigners. I haven't, I think, and no Indians go there. Okay. But Petbury is such a beautiful place. It has a cave, a Buddha cave. They have
Hmm.
temple. They have ropeways. They have beaches which are empty. Thailand, you can't find empty beaches, but in Petbury, you find empty beaches. You can stroll around the whole day. Food is amazing. In Bangkok, the food is little bit here and there, but the authentic Thai food you will get in Petbury. So Petbury, in my whole life, Petbury was the best travel experience I ever had. So and they will give you a bicycle. The homeowner, they're actually homestays. The homestays they will give you a cycle, and you will store around the cycle moving around. So you don't use
Hmm.
bikes or cars. It's a very beautiful experience. So that's what. So if you go off the beaten path while traveling, you will find something gems which are hidden from you. So we by accident discovered Petbury and we went there, and I never forget that place anymore. Even today, I remember that. So that's what.
But you know that
So
all the Pejburi, Saraburi, I am now present in the sitting in the Saraburi home. My home is far from 175 kilometer away from the Bangkok city. So this all the Buri word is
hmm,
coming from Puri. Pur,
hmm,
Pur or Puri. Okay, so that is the pronunciation change. So now it is Bui. Actually, Sarabui.
hmm.
Saraburi. Okay. So Thailand is an
Yes,
amazing country.
yeah. So when I come there, I will be certainly be going to the museum when I get a chance to go there.
Definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank
So
you so much.
yeah, thank you very much. So hopefully, once your new book is come, so we will also discuss your new book as well. So do let me know. I'll get a copy of it as well, okay, so that we can
Yes, yes, I will
read as well.
surely tell you. And
Mm.
I also want to share the screen about the Bangabhumite Ramayan Charcha, which was another very important work. Another very important people are very less known about that thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe
So
next,
that will be doing. I have that book with me, so that I
yeah,
will be doing. Yeah. So that
maybe
will
next week.
once
Mhm.
your PhD gets over, so then we will connect.
Yeah, no, that will be going on, but I will manage the time. Its PhD is not a, it's such a huge thing. Okay, that's a different story.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. As
Thank you.
namaste,
Thank you.
namaskar to all of you, and
Thank
pray
you.
to Prabhu Ram that
Mm.
you all will be good and happiness and abundance will be full of your life. Thank you so much. Okay,
Jai Shri Ram. Vande Mataram.
Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Bande Mataram.